Chiefs have it.
Let's go. Let's go. Line 55, Mike. Tackles.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Yellow.
Mahomes now on first down. And this is caught by Watkins. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Throwing now is Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37. Kelsey, such a valuable part of this offense. Made the Pro Bowl the last 4 seasons. 2018 being the most productive when he went over 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns, and a great relationship between he and Pat Mahomes off the field. Very good friends, attended a bunch of high-profile sporting events together in the offseason, and that chemistry, it certainly shows on the field. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that earlier.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh, no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Cousins. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Call that a very strong gain of 24. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Dalvin Cook, 3rd year back from Florida State. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Flushed out right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
What you just saw there, 1st-round talent, 2nd year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Cousins now. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
First down, Vikings.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. This is taken in by Chad Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
And the Vikings first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Cousins now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. And this one to Treadwell, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Laquan Treadwell, his 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Bailey got the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. Dustin Colquitt on to punt. We'll likely see Brother Britton on the other side get a chance later. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. Fielded at the 20. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can drive as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. First down, here's Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, this is Madison. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Cousins on first down. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Like a freight train there. Derek Nottie with a sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
To try again after the sack. Cousins. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mahomes. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. First down, here's the run with Cook. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
The Chiefs' 48-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. 22 yards there, a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up second and
Throwing on second down. Cousins. And Diggs has it. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
From the gun, here's Cousins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Chad Williams, but it'll be second and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
The line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Now Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll go again to McCoy. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Mahomes now on first down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. The 30, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. That is a dangerous combination right there as we are learning quickly. Mahomes to Hill.
And think about the number of ways that they are dangerous. Because Hill can run past anyone, so he can throw it all the way downfield to him. But also on the shorter catches, as we saw here, catch it underneath, catch it in front of someone. He makes a move or uses his speed, and he's still gone. Either way, he can go the distance.
And either way, good luck. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them.
And got his man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago, the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 40-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Kansas City Chiefs.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Eric Kendricks, the Vikings' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Mahomes completes that one to Watkins. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. He may try and run for this. 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's got a man. It's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. Cousins now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it. It's complete to Williams. There he goes, right side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Chad Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. Bailey got the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. He was looking for Watkins that time.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
And the Vikings first down.
Cousins Being chased out left. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 30, past the 20. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for the Chiefs touchdown. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. But how about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Kirk Cousins last year started all 16 games, but only led the Vikes to just one fourth quarter comeback like he's trying to do here. On 1st and 10, Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Rudolph on the receiving end from Cousins. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line. Cousins now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Cousins. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Chad Williams, the intended target. But it'll be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Cousins. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Madison. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as they have taken the lead. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Now on 2nd and 13, Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Mahomes throwing on 4th. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Mahomes now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Mahomes, incomplete. He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now it's Mahomes again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Travis Kelsey, the all-pro tight end, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And an alley to run. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Vikings. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now a throw for the all-pro Kelsey is complete. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. To throw is Mahomes. This for his running back, McCoy. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there for KC. 51 yards. So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Butker able to put this one through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So the field goal got him back within one score, and now the focus lies on this onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Cousins gives way to Cook. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. But they go end around. Here's Treadwell. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction and when they try and change directions.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves. For a point, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Minnesota,